people out there, I hope you're having a great week so far, and I'm really sorry for the mess that is my hair right now. But I've recently read an article that if you keep pulling your hair back too much, you might get early onset of bald spots. So to prevent that, I've decided to stop tying my hair up so much. Anyways, on to the video. Before I actually go into it, I thought I'd help out a high school friend of mine because she's really talented, and she and a bunch of other very talented friends are in the process of filming a video or a short film called The Plunge. And basically the whole reason for them filming this is to tackle the issue of consent when it comes to sex. So it's on Kickstarter, they need your help, and it's for a really good cause. So if you guys want to help out, if you guys want to check it out, I'll put the description in the down bar. So anyways, going on to today's video, like the forgetful person that I am, I forget that every year I have to renew my road tax. So I'm currently in a bit of a rush. I've just made my payments for it. But guys, if you have road tax that's due anytime soon, please go get it checked out and renew it. It's really important. Anyways, the whole point of me talking about my road tax is because when you're driving in KL, it's like trying to do crossy road in real life, except you're in a car and you're not a random penguin jumping across the street. And yeah, this is where I make a confession where I should be honest with you guys. I do have road rage. I mean, it's not exactly road rage, I'm more like I grumble a lot in the car. But the reason for my grumblings in the car is because I've realized that people can be very reckless and dangerous drivers, and I don't get it. You may be the one driving, but if you drive recklessly, if you decide to be an asshole on the streets with your car, you're endangering not just your lives but the lives of other people in the car. So today I thought I'd take this time out to make like a small PSA because recently I've run into a lot of asshole drivers. You know who you are. And I thought I'd share a couple of drivers that I've met on the roads ever since I got my license about a year and a half ago. Number 1. These are the people who know their cars have indicators, but they choose not to use it. So when you're changing lanes, they just cut in without letting you know in advance, and you have to step on your emergency brake, if not you're gonna hit him. And here's the annoying part, right? Like, you have an indicator, the name says it all. It's to indicate where you want to go. So why aren't you using it? Not only is that dangerous for you, it's dangerous for me. What if I didn't see you cutting in and I hit you? And then we got a whole boatload of drama where you have to argue who's going to pay whose insurance are we going to claim, and that's not fun at all. Number 2 are the kind of drivers that drive really fast on the road. Now we know that in Malaysia we're on the right-hand drive and we have 3 lanes on the highway. The slow lane, the fast lane, and the lane you use to overtake people. But in Malaysia, according to drivers, the 3 lanes are slow, fast, and even faster. So there's this one time I was driving on the highway in the middle lane, and it's not really supposed to go very fast. And I mean, the speed limit was 120, so I was driving at like 90, and it should have been okay. But no, this guy just has to come out right behind me, tailing me and flashing me the whole way. I'm just like, I'm driving at 90 in a 120 speed limit area. If you want to drive at like 150, why not just cut out and move on with your life? No, he tailed me all the way to where our junctions intersected and we split ways, and I was just like, was that even necessary? Why was that necessary? I don't know. I don't get it. If you guys do tail and flash people, please stop it. It's not good. It's really not good. It's dangerous. Especially if it's raining. 3! Number 3 are not drivers. They're more of motorcyclists. Now, I get it that motorcyclists are small. They're easy to miss out on the road because they are on 2 wheels and you're in your huge car. But the thing is, I have met a lot of motorcyclists. Finish check. Back to the point. A lot of motorcyclists that have bad tempers, and it really bothers me because all 3 times that I've met a bad tempered motorcyclist, all 3 times I come over to it really shaken. And because I do have slight social anxiety, these things just keep running in my mind, like, oh man, I could have done this better, I could have done that better, did I really deserve that? Yeah, I think I deserve that. And it just sticks with me for the rest of the day, and it makes me feel really uncomfortable. But the thing is, like, there was this one time I wanted to change lanes and I saw the motorcycle coming from my side mirror. So I stuck back in my lane to let him move. But apparently, it wasn't enough space for him because he got all up in my car driver window. He started ramming at it and was like, "What's your problem?" And then he just drove off. And I was like, what's your problem? I don't get it. You had enough space. Why don't you take that space, right? Like, I don't get it. why do you have to do this? Like, why do you have to knock on someone's window? Why do you have to hit someone's side mirror just to get your point across? I get it. You're in a small vehicle. There's a bigger risk of you getting hit. But if someone has given you space to go, just go. I mean, if you're in a bad temper, don't take it out on other drivers. Number 4. Oops. Number 4, the type of drivers I would call the really lost ones. Like, when you're in your car and you know you want to get to destination B from where you are, you really should know where you want to go. And if you don't, there's always GPS like Google Maps and currently Waze. So if you really don't know your way, use either one of these. But then there are people who decide to try their hand at driving without knowing where they're going, and this gets really irritating because when you're in your lane, blah, 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 and this gets really annoying because when you're in your lane driving and there's this person who's in the middle of 2 lanes and it's like, I want to be in your lane but I want to be in this lane as well because I don't know where I'm going, and you just get really irritated. Like, make up your mind. Where do you want to go? Do you want to stick left? Do you want to stick right? You can't make your own lane in the middle of 2 lanes because that's just going to cause a huge jam. Which leads me to number 5. Is this number 5? I think it's number 5. Number 5 are the type of drivers who I call the creative drivers, right? In Malaysia, especially in KL, when everyone is rushing to work or wherever it is they need to go to, it gets really jammed at the peak hour. It's already irritating to be stuck in the jam, but then you have the super creative drivers who make their own lanes out of nothing and add to the jam. I get it. It's really tiresome to have to queue all the way behind when it's jammed, but don't create your own lanes, or don't squeeze into other people's lanes just because you think it's going faster. It adds to the jam, it doesn't solve the jam. That's kind of the reason why I have road rage, or I call it road grumblings. Yeah, it's because of drivers like this. So, small PSA, I mean, I can complain all I want, but if I don't pass on the message to people out there who are driving or who could potentially get their driver's license, here's what you should do to be a good driver. Number 1, don't be an asshole. Number 2, if you are going to be an asshole, don't get in the driver's seat. Number 3, use your indicators. They're there for a reason. Number 4, don't get angry. It's okay to get angry at your car. It's okay to swear at people from your car. But if you do need to get down from your car to talk to someone else, don't get angry. Don't get all up in your face with your attitude. It's not good, okay? Yeah, that's it from me for this week. If you guys like your Thursdays to be wonderful, see what I did there, and you want a Wonder Thursday, why not subscribe to me down below? My social media links are all in the description bar as well, so feel free to follow me. I'd like to get to know you guys better. Drop me a comment if you've met any weird driving incidents on the road, or if you have confessions to make if you were a bit of an impatient driver. It's okay, we're all still learning, but just don't repeat it again. Anyways, just a small little sneak preview. Let me come closer. For my next 2 videos, I'll be making one on Oscar's Hotel. If you don't know what it is, I'll put it in the description bar as well. Go support it, it's a really good series. And 2, I've pre-ordered my The Amazing Book Is Not on Fire! Yay! And if you don't know what that is either, I'll put a link to that down below. But it's basically by my favorite YouTubers. One of it is KICKTHEPJ and the other 2 is Amazing Dan and Dan Is Not on Fire. So I'll be making short videos on them for the next week, so you guys can look forward to that.